Good morning to you all, anybody that's coming along with us here. We're in very posh territory this morning. The place is Ballynahinch Castle. Even though it's the week of my birthday, I don't think we can aspire to overnight accommodation in Ballynahinch Castle. But that's not going to detract from our desire to see the grounds sneakily for free. So I hope there's no managing agents on behalf of Ballynahinch Castle looking in at this, because we will have seen the majestic grounds for free. How about that? Well, as I said to you earlier, we're here in the grounds of Ballynahinch Castle in County Galway, about 10-12 kilometres south of Clifton on the extreme coast of Ireland. We're here as guests in the domain of Ballynahinch Castle. The forests are just turning the autumnal gold. The river here is an exceptional flood, but it's an absolutely handsome place and a great place for walking. There don't seem to be any problem with people coming in as guests and walking the property. So if you get an opportunity and you're up here at Ballynahinch, or passing Ballynahinch on the Oakterart Clifton Road, pop off to the left on the way west and visit Ballynahinch Castle and Domain. We might need this particular disaster for shelter if the rain tends to return. Tree tips over, brought some of the ground with it, but it's providing a natural shelter. Killary Fjord and Harbour is a fjord on the west coast of Ireland in northern Connemara. To its north is County Mayo and the mountains of Muil and Bengorm. To its south is County Galway and the Monturk Mountains. The flooded valley is 16 kilometers long, which is about 9.9 miles. And in the center, its depth is 42 to 45 meters, which is about 138 by 148 feet. The sea level is higher outside its mouth, as is normal for a fjord. For nearly half its length, it runs east from the Atlantic, and then it crooks and directly east. It narrows after the infall of the Bundaraha River and then widens in the vicinity of Lehan village. In its innermost section, it becomes very narrow, widens where a small river comes in from the south, and ends with the line of the valley of the Erith River. Killary has for centuries been known as a fjord, the only fjord in the island of Ireland. Well, hello again. Well, I'm standing here near Lewisburg in County Mayo. We've just come through Killary Harbour, or Killary Fjord, and there's water, water, water every place. As they say in the Irish vernacular, ishke, ishke, ishke galore. But it's a terribly wet night, or was a terribly wet night, although the sun is shining right now. We're travelling on into Mayo and up into Westport for the morning, and we've a lot of travelling to do on our return to Connemara later on this evening. So we talk again, okay? Magnificent scenery up here. Thank you. Aisley Falls are one of the hazards that Atlantic salmon face on their way home up the Erith River. They have to negotiate rapids and rocks, face the temptation of fishermen's salmon flies, and the risk of a hungry otter. Young salmon spend up to 3 years in the river before making for the rich feeding grounds of Norway and Greenland. Up to 4 years later, they return to their home river to spawn, guided by the river's smell and unique magnetic signature. Only the very strong and lucky survive to make a second Atlantic journey. Well, hello again. Well, I'm here on the hills in County Mayo, not far from Westport, but we've had an afternoon torrential, absolutely downpour after downpour for the afternoon. But we managed to get onto the hills, got wet, and everywhere is a bog, and it's difficult to get around the marshlands here without getting swamped. God loves a trier, as they say down under. So we keep going. We keep going. Well, 713 kilometres later, we arrive back in County Galway, and on the next morning we drive home to Fermoy. This was a long drive, weather not very good, but regardless we got onto the hills and got out and about into the woods and the national parks, etc. We enjoyed these 4 days. It was a non-stop adventure, to be quite honest, but we both enjoyed it as always. So I finish up, and I thank you for tagging along with me once again. We enjoyed your company, and I hope you enjoyed or enjoy the end product. Remember, life is for living, so embrace it. Bye bye. See you on the next adventure.